It was time for me to check in, right? Now, the check-in process at the airport, they don't want to look at you. Head down, right? No smile, nothing. I feel like I'm working. Right? I feel like I work at United. Hi, how you doing? Right? The only time they get happy is when the bag goes over the weight allowance. They love telling you you're gonna owe extra on this bag. And you know it's heavy. When you're packing it at home, you tell your wife, we're never gonna make it with the, just okay, okay, I'll put it, huh? It's so heavy, right? You put it up there, and you know it's heavy, so you kind of try and release it. You do that like kind of soft release, like that's gonna take weight off the bag. And her mood changes. She's like, ooh, I'm sorry. Your bag is 2 pounds over. You're gonna have to take 2 pounds out of your bag. Now, like an idiot, I gotta open up my bag in front of 187 people. I don't know what 2 pounds is. I'm taking out a boot, a sock, toothpaste. Is this 2 pounds? Does anybody know what 2 pounds is? They're gonna charge me an extra $8,000. You think the boot's a half a pound? I go, where do you want me to put this? She's like, put that in your carry-on. I said, it's still going on the plane. What does it matter if it's on top or underneath? The guy behind me's 500 pounds. That doesn't matter? My sock is gonna take the plane into the Pacific, but you prepared for this type of weight? It's a scam. Every part of that airport bothers me. The TSA, the security checkpoint. This is what's guarding our country. Have you seen what's in the blue shirts at O'Hare? Do you feel safe with this type of security? I've been all over the world, Egypt, Lebanon, Beirut. I've been all over. The security in their airports, unbelievable. All military, neat, hats, machine guns. Have you seen our first line of defense? You see the first guy they send out? Take out your laptop! Your liquids, your creams, your gel. We never went to the grocery store. We grew it. Right in the backyard. Beautiful. Tomato, string bean. All right, little zucchini. You want some fruit? You picked it off the tree. But at night, we found out something was going on in our garden. There was a little raccoon. Something was nibbling on my father's tomatoes, okay? It's a big deal. We had a family meeting about it. Most American families, they'll call up Orkin. We'll just call Orkin. They'll come set up some traps. Then they'll release the animal back into the wild so it could reunite with its family. My father's like, listen, we're gonna murder this motherfucker, all right? We're gonna put antifreeze on bologna. What? Why, Papa? Why? Because it eats the intestines. That's why. Now go get the antifreeze in the garage. We're gonna make a sandwich for our friends tonight. Woke up in the morning, birds, squirrels, raccoons, murdered all over the property. Neighbors coming by, have you seen our cat? Nah, we haven't seen shit. Doesn't like bologna. We sent a message. Okay? Trap don't send the message. Antifreeze makes it clear. We ain't playing around with our zucchinis. Okay? Growing up, my mother lived in my room constantly, just looking for shit. My mom knew what I was doing when I was a teenager. She would come downstairs with a towel. She's like, hey, I found this in your room. You're sick. You're sick. You owe me a whole new set of towels. I can't get this out. No son of mine ain't gonna do that in my house. Something's going on in the country. It's gotta be the internet. It's gotta be the internet. Internet's bringing out people we never even knew existed. 30 years ago, these people never left the house. They were in their basement talking to themselves. Just, They didn't leave. They had no outlet. Now you give them the internet, they have an outlet to the rest of the world. Now they're in chat rooms. Where are people getting the time to do half of the stuff they're doing online? People are living on the computer, writing reviews on restaurants that they go to. You got nothing going on with your life. I don't know, me and my wife, we go out to dinner. I'll tell her right there, salmon sucked. Let's get the fuck out of here. That's it. We don't run home and tattletale on the restaurant. Who's got this time to write an 18-page essay on asparagus? Who's doing this? This internet, there's something for everybody, right? You got some weird fetish, some weird thing you do? Look at how weird it just got in here, huh? Some of you are into this type of behavior. But if you like something weird, if you're an adult, you like to dress up as a baby, there's a website for you. 30 years ago, if you like to dress up as a baby, nobody knew that. You did that in the privacy of your own home. If you ever came out of your house with a diaper on, your neighbor would go, look at this shit, call the FBI, get this shit out of the neighborhood, right? It was handled. But today, just throw it up in the Google. I like to dress up as a baby. Next thing you know, they're at the Hilton on a Saturday with 863 people that like to do this shit. Everybody's got a secret in the room. Everybody. Everybody here has a secret. Especially that lady. My secret, I couldn't digest dairy, okay? Something you can't share first month of date. And you can't be out to dinner and go, listen, I can't have any dessert. I'm gonna shit the bed tonight, all right? No, you just eat the dessert and you deal with the consequences later on, all right? Went back to her place, started to watch a movie. Halfway through the movie, the dairy starts dancing, right? I had to ask her real cool. This is in the beginning where you have to be cool with everything. You're like, listen, you got a bathroom or something like that? I don't know why you got a bathroom or something like that or something. Something I could use. Hoping she would say, yeah, it's down the hall to the right, and then you go outside. She's like, no, it's just around the corner. You want me to pause the movie? I said, no, actually, could you turn it up a little bit? Turn it up. Want to hear the acoustics in the bathroom. So I would lock the door. I would put the water on in the bathroom, get some noise going. I later told her, right? I said, yeah, I had a dairy problem. She's like, dairy? I thought you had OCD. I thought you were constantly washing your hands. Washing my hands. I was farting into your towels. Anything to muffle the sound, just... Oh God, I hope she doesn't wash her face with that. God, I can't go back out there. It's rancid. It's so rancid. But it's fun. It's fun being married, sharing my life. What a beautiful woman. All my friends got married when they were real young. In their early 20s, they all started families, start popping out kids. I was the last guy to get married, all right? So they were excited for the bachelor party. You know, married guys with kids, they're looking for a prison break, right? The phone started ringing off the hook. We gotta plan your bachelor party. My buddy said, we gotta plan your bachelor party or I'm gonna fake my own death soon, all right? I gotta go to a body shop. You ever go there? Man, they're waiting for you to pull in. What are you gonna do, fix it in your garage? You do body work? I know nobody that does this. I gotta go in. You go to a body shop, everybody comes out. The whole garage. When you pull in, there's a guy that, hey, we got one. Let's take a look at it. And they swarm the car. They just, I thought I was at a Cirque du Soleil show. They were... And they call out the head guy. It's the best actor they got. Frankie, you want to take a look at this? As soon as he sees the car, he's like, whoa. Would you get sideswiped by a semi? I said, no, my wife calls this a graze. She says you could get it out with some carnauba wax. I can't open the door, but she says this is a $9 job with some carnauba wax. I can't yell or scream at the house. I have to suppress all my emotion and feeling into my feet, and I don't know who I am anymore. But she just says it's a graze. I don't understand why she didn't see anything. We have sensors and a camera in the vehicle. But of course, I couldn't mention that in the heat of the moment, or I'd be sleeping outside on the lawn. So if you could just get out your wax and buff that out, that would be fantastic. My buddy, being ex-military, he's ready for the end of the world, this guy. This guy got a lot of weapons at the house. Got a compound bow and arrow. Now, if you don't know anything about a compound bow, the arrow travels at about 300 yards per second. You can take out a giraffe, no problem. He's got this thing in the house. I go, John, what the hell you got this in the house for? He's like, you kidding me? It's for home invasion. Home invasion? Could you imagine the poor bastard that breaks into my buddy's house? As a burglar, you can't even prepare for something like that. The burglar thinks nobody's home. He comes through a kitchen window. My buddy hears him. He gets out his bow and arrow. The burglar's in the living room. He suspects nothing. He's stealing valuables. Then, out of nowhere, do you know the mind fuck on this? The burglar has to process, I got an arrow hanging out of my chest right now. Did I break into an Apache's home? Are there Indians here? Is this a casino? Now, the check-in process at the airport, they don't want to look at you. Head down, right? No smile, nothing. I feel like I'm working. Right? I feel like I work at United. Hi, how you doing? Right? The only time they get happy is when the bag goes over the weight allowance. They love telling you you're gonna owe extra on this bag. And you know it's heavy. When you're packing it at home, you tell your wife, we're never gonna make it with the, just okay, okay, I'll put it, huh? It's so heavy, right? You put it up there, and you know it's heavy, so you kind of try and release it. You do that like kind of soft release, like that's gonna take weight off the bag. And her mood changes. She's like, ooh, I'm sorry. Your bag is 2 pounds over. You're gonna have to take 2 pounds out of your bag. Now, like an idiot, I gotta open up my bag in front of 187 people. I don't know what 2 pounds is. I'm taking out a boot, a sock, toothpaste. Is this 2 pounds? Does anybody know what 2 pounds is? They're gonna charge me an extra $8,000. You think the boot's a half a pound? I go, where do you want me to put this? She's like, put that in your carry-on. I said, it's still going on the plane. What does it matter if it's on top or underneath? The guy behind me's 500 pounds. That doesn't matter? My sock is gonna take the plane into the Pacific, but you prepared for this type of weight? It's a scam. Every part of that airport bothers me. The TSA, the security checkpoint. This is what's guarding our country. Have you seen what's in the blue shirts? at O'Hare. Do you feel safe with this type of security? I've been all over the world, Egypt, Lebanon, Beirut. I've been all over. The security in their airports, unbelievable. All military, neat, hats, machine guns. Have you seen our first line of defense? You see the first guy they send out? Take out your laptop! Your liquids, your creams, your gel. And can we leave the shoes on? Have you seen people's feet? Guy took his shoe off, looked like he had a machete hanging off his toe. I swear to God, like he could cut provolone. Just a thin slice of provolone. How does your toenail get to this point? Don't you glance down and go, shit, I gotta cut this before it starts coming through my shoes. These are basic skill sets. But no, they told me you gotta go to a salon. That's where you gotta go. They do it in a way it doesn't look like it's going, right? And most guys, what do we do? Barber, nothing fancy. Just one guy, 12 bucks, does everything. Cuts it, cleans it, does everything. He's got his combs and the blue juice. Anybody ever ask what that blue juice is? What is it? You ever see him whip out the comb? Okay, we're gonna comb your hair. Hey, you wanna get the acid off the comb? That's why it's falling out. So I go to this high-end Beverly Hills salon, right? And you drop a normal guy into a salon, we don't even know what we're doing in there, right? Because ladies, you know, you spend the day there, you know how it works. We don't know what we're doing in there. It's very intimidating. I walked in, all the women that worked there had a headset on. I thought I walked into a Rhythm Nation video. They came out to edit. You gotta come up to and ask for your stylist. Yeah? Not a normal name, it's just some guy, you know, some foreign guy, you don't even know how to pronounce. Like, hi, excuse me, I'm here for, Damo? Is that a guy? And Damo's so busy, he can't even come out to see you, right? He sends out an assistant. She comes out, hi, Sebastian, welcome to Schwa Schwa. Would you like to go in the back and change? I'm getting my hair cut, right? When the hell did you get naked to get a haircut? When did this start? I didn't get the memo. Because they put you in a room with these beautiful robes. I take off my shirt, I put the robe on, I'm like, what am I doing? I come back in the salon, nobody tells you where to go. Just walking around. Damo here? Walked into the area where they wash you. You know, they got all the washing set up. Playmate model comes out. Beautiful woman comes out, just like, hi, Sebastian. Can I wash your head? Yeah, let's get this started. Where do I go for this? So I got the robe on? So I sit down in the bowl. She puts my head down and she starts giving me a beautiful sensual massage, and then like a nipple fell in my mouth. I was like, how much does this cost? Now she dries me. Now you got that dry head and a robe. She puts me back into the salon, still no direction. Just, Damo here. I go to Damo's station. It's like a shrine. His chair's elevated. Sit in the chair. No Damo. Waiter came up to me. Can I get you a biscotti? Some cappuccino? What? Now? I'm getting my hair cut. And some smoke started in the corner. Comes Damo. A cape. He's got his shears in a holster. Says Damo. He took his shears out. And he walked away. This is over? And then he came back with product. They love the product. They love the upsell, right? Come back with a little thing, right? Hey, you can't even get this in the States, you know? What? And he did that little whip, what they do, you know, a little... Okay. Yeah, like they're gonna make a pizza. Okay, we're gonna do it, right? Nice. Then he starts going in on my head. I'm sitting there, what? And after it's done, you're just sitting there looking at yourself. You're like, God, I look fantastic. It's the best $1,800 I've ever spent. I ain't sweating through clothing. Those days are done. Maybe if I'm feeling good, I'll hit the treadmill. I did that last week. Got on my treadmill there, and there was 8 empty treadmills next to me. So I put it on a 5.0. Now, it's not too high. It's not too slow. It's a valet jog. Let me go get your Mercedes. Then a guy comes right next to me on the treadmill next to me, right? 8 treadmills, he's gonna pick this one. This is the problem with me. I can't pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm honed in on everyone else. Especially if they get near me, I start looking at what this guy is up to. I'm giving him a side view. And he's not starting a machine. I'm getting bothered. I'm like, guy, start your machine. You're screwing up what I'm doing over here. He's stretching out on the treadmill. Now listen, there's a place for this. In the gym, there's a stretch out area. Okay, I don't go to the stretch out area and run around people. You don't bring your stretch to the mill. So you ever look at a treadmill, they got a bunch of different compartments? I always wonder, who's using all this storage? This is the guy they built the treadmill for. This guy's emptying his life into these little bins. The change, the iPhone, the wallet, the keys. He brought an iPad. He brought a cinema to the gym. Then he put his little bitch buds in, right? Then he cranked it up to 15. I didn't even know the damn thing went this high. The manufacturer said, yeah, leave it at 15. No one's gonna do that. But this guy's sprinting fast. You ever see people on a treadmill? They run fast and hard. Like the whole gym could hear them running. It's like a sock is gonna fly off at any minute. Then he pulled this one. He just rested on the side and let the thing Just do what we are doing. Don't do some weird workout that you saw. Then I've never seen this before. He had like a water backpack. Like that you would see in the desert. He had a backpack filled with water and then a tube that he could just sip. Then he dropped it down. Then he pulled this one. He turned towards me. Now he starts side skipping. Oh my God. I cannot run on a treadmill with another grown man looking right at me, doing side skips. You can't even go to the mall. I used to go to the mall all the time. It was a nice place to kind of unwind. But now they got these huts in the middle of the mall. These little kiosks. What is this? I don't buy anything out of a hut. I don't even know if the hut's gonna be there tomorrow if I have a problem with the product. These things are on wheels. They could be 3 miles down the road in no time. But we used to own that part of the mall. That's where we made decisions, in the middle of the mall, right? Remember, you used to go with your family. You used to go, where you going? I'm going to Sears. Where you going? J.C. Penney. We meet back here in 1 hour.
I'm in a text message war right now. Anybody do text messaging? Never knew I had the option. Get in a fight with your girlfriend. You'll find out what text messaging is all about. I left the house, a little envelope came up on the screen. I'm like, what is this? It's a message from her. I pressed it. It's like, why have you changed? And I didn't know there was rules to text messaging. I called her back. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, what the hell are you doing? We're not ready for this. Hang up and text me back. I'm not good with the thumb. And there's a thing on here that will help you out called T9 word. It will actually guess what you're trying to say. Yeah, don't use this drunk. Don't come home horny, drunk. You want to text your girl a sexy message? Look what you're typing before you send it. I didn't look. I just, I got a call right back. She's like, what do you mean you want to kick my puppy? Because we love the phone. We love this thing. I saw you guys coming in, looking at it. If it doesn't ring, 5-10 minutes go by, you get nervous. You take it out, you're like, is this on? What is... Just dying for a call. And they give you so many options. Anybody using any of these options? Anybody using the world clock? Anybody ever stop you? Excuse me, time is in Japan, please? Voice memo? Who's walking around town? Buy eggs. We just love hitting buttons, don't we? Love it. You ever get into stuff that you don't even know what the hell you're getting into? You ever get into starting web browser by accident? Phone starts connecting, you start sweating, you're like, I gotta get out of this. This is at least $82 a minute. I know it. It's connecting. Phone is shaking. I drop my phone. You ever do that? Drop it. It like happens in slow motion. Came out of the pocket. You try and catch it, but you can't. And my battery flew off. You ever have the battery flew off? For some reason, we think this thing's got a heartbeat. Like we got to put it together within seconds. Like, oh my God, the battery, come on, breathe. It's technology. It's how we communicate. Internet, everybody loves email. Got my buddy calling me. People are calling me. Somebody call you and ask you if you got the email? My buddy goes, did you get my email? No. What's your email address? dirtyball69@yahoo. Why would I open it? That's one of those that come in, you're like, oh, should I click there? What? Is it a virus? What? Yeah. I just got dumped on the email recently, right through the internet. Yeah. This guy. Yeah, I know, it's terrible, believe me. Because when you start dating, when you first start dating, emails are cute. Couldn't wait to get it. Because women take their time with email. Their subject heading is always friendly. Yeah. Hey, baby. Thinking of you. Dot, dot, dot. Open up the email. Every other word is a different color. Waterfall background. Yeah, a little attachment file, right? You click that, a heart comes up. Cracks open, a little butterfly starts flying around. Talking to you, I love you. Dump email? Different story. Subject heading? None. Cap lock. Bold. Got the take care at the end. Take care? That's something you tell the cabbie after the fair, right? Take care, buddy. I see you. Take care. I didn't give 6 weeks of my life for take care. It all ended in Las Vegas. That's where it came down. If you think you're in a great relationship, you think this is fantastic, take a weekend to Vegas. Test it out. Something about that town brings out the worst in people. I don't know what the hell she was arguing for. I got there, the littlest things were setting her off. I went to go grab her hand in the casino. I gave her a little static electricity. She's like... Pick your feet up. What do you want me to do, float? But I didn't want to fight. I don't like confrontation. I'm like, all right, we're in Vegas. Let's enjoy this. Right? I went to go grab her ass in the casino, a little, you know, we're dating type of thing. Touch my ass when we're out in public. You were juggling my nuts the first night we met.
This internet, there's something for everybody, right? You got some weird fetish, some weird thing you do? Look at how weird it just got in here, huh? Some of you are into this type of behavior. But if you like something weird, if you're an adult, you like to dress up as a baby, there's a website for you. 30 years ago, if you like to dress up as a baby, nobody knew that. You did that in the privacy of your own home. If you ever came out of your house with a diaper on, your neighbor would go, look at this shit, call the FBI, get this shit out of the neighborhood, right? It was handled. But today, just throw it up in the Google. I like to dress up as a baby. Next thing you know, they're at the Hilton on a Saturday with 863 people that like to do this shit. I don't know how this company works. I really don't. Sometimes a beautiful Amazon truck pulls up, says Amazon on the side. Guy gets out, he's fully decorated in Amazon paraphernalia. But then sometimes a white rape van shows up. Guy gets out with a yellow traffic vest. You know where I live? How did you get here? So now I can't yell at my wife. She does not respond to yelling. Last time I raised my voice, she gave it right back to me. She's like, I don't know what this is, but you better bring this down and let's talk like adults and resolve it. Okay, let's just resolve it. I think you need some therapy. You and your father should get in some type of group retreat for your condition. I don't know. So I can't yell. I gotta push it. I gotta push this shit deep. I don't even know who I am anymore. I can't, I don't even sound like me. I'm sitting in the kitchen like, yeah, okay, it's just a graze then. I think I could probably buff it out if you said it's a graze. It's a graze? Can we go to the driveway to look at what you call a graze is? Because I'd love to know in your head what you think that is. She's like, yeah, no, I'll show you. So both of us go out to the driveway. I'm like, we need a new door. I gotta go to a body shop. You ever go there? Man, they're waiting for you to pull in. What are you gonna do, fix it in your garage? You do body work? I know nobody that does this. I gotta go in. You go to a body shop, everybody comes out. The whole garage. When you pull in, there's got a guy that, hey, we got one. Let's take a look at it. And they swarm the car. They just, I thought I was at a Cirque du Soleil show. And they call out the head guy. It's the best actor they got. Frankie, you want to take a look at this? As soon as he sees the car, he's like, whoa. Would you get sideswiped by a semi? I said, no, my wife calls this a graze. She says you could get it out with some carnauba wax. I can't open the door, but she says this is a $9 job with some carnauba wax. I can't yell or scream at the house. I have to suppress all my emotion and feeling into my feet, and I don't know who I am anymore. But she just says it's a graze. I don't understand why she didn't see anything. We have sensors and a camera in the vehicle, but of course I couldn't mention that in the heat of the moment or I'd be sleeping outside on the lawn. So if you could just get out your wax and buff that out, that would be fantastic.
Guys, do not go to Vegas for a bachelor party with 10 of your cheapest friends. I get there, all of us are staying in one room. And the best man's bragging, we got strippers coming up to the room, man. Strippers, yeah, we got 2 of them. Everybody's got to buck up. The total's $29.95. $30? What the hell are we getting for $30? So we're all sitting there waiting for that knock to come to the door. All right, they come up. I open up the door. They're naked already in the hallway. Get in here. Would you walk down the hall like this? And we got the runaways, you know, the 18-year-olds that don't even know what the hell they're doing, right? They just walk. I'm looking, one of them had 1 implant. Had a 36D over here and a 32B roped off under construction on this. I'm saving up. So we're like, all right, you know, the guys don't care. All right, just come on in. Right? They want to give us lap dances. Yeah, they didn't even bring a radio. I gotta put the alarm clock radio on. You ever tried picking a station off this thing? I'm searching, I look back, they're dancing to commercials. No rhythm, no sexy moves. And I stood up, I said, after 10 minutes, I said, listen, ladies, nobody's hard here. Take your boob and go home.
I don't know, grew up in the 70s, 80s, you know, was a kid back then. And I reflect back on those times. It seemed a little simpler. I don't know, my birthday parties were simple. Had water balloon fights. Remember water balloon fights? My family was too cheap to buy the balloon that held the water. We had little balloons that we had to fill up. Kept popping off the... Shit! God! 18 rubber rings around the kitchen faucet by the end of the party. 3 balloons you got. But man, once you got the balloon, you couldn't wait to hit the kid that you couldn't stand. He would dart across the yard and right in his ear, man. The balloon went in his ear canal, went deaf. The kid couldn't hear nothing for 3 months out of his ear. Came home from the party, parents like, how was it? Can't hear nothing. I was with the party, balloon. Nobody got sued. Back in the 70s, if you went to a birthday party, it was just understood. You could lose a finger, eyesight, hearing loss. Came in on Wednesday. There was I don't know what's going on these airplanes. Looks like a farm on the airplane now, with the amount of animals coming down the aisle. When did this been okay? Why is it okay to just bring the dog, a parrot? You see, a couple months ago at the Newark airport, some idiot tried to bring a peacock. She had a peacock on her shoulder, walking into the airport like it was Toomey luggage. I mean, what? The thing fell off. She's trying to gather it. When these people leave the house, anybody say anything to them? If I left the house with a peacock on my back, someone would come up to me. Where the fuck you going with that? You're gonna bring that on an airplane? What are you, nuts? I can't go to something like this. I cannot go to something like this. I don't know where I'm gonna sit. I can't be confined. Last time I did anything like this was about 4 years ago. My wife and I went to go see Hamilton on Broadway. Everybody was talking about Hamilton, right? You'd run into these people like, have you seen it? Oh my God, it is amazing. We saw it. How many times? How many times did we see it?
3 times. We saw it 3 times. And each time it was just an it changed me it changed me. Right? Now, as soon as I hear that, I'm like, I ain't gonna like this. Right? My kids changed me, not Lin-Manuel.
So my wife's in the car. She has no idea the scenario I have created outside the vehicle. Now, through the open window, I said to my wife, hey, listen up. Dial 911 on that phone. Put your thumb on send. Hop in the driver's seat. Roll all the windows down. If you see me sprint out of the mini mart, gun it, and I'll dive in the car. She's like, oh my God, what's going on? I said I'm going in the mini mart. It's midnight. I could get murdered at any minute out here, and you're playing words with friends? Shut it down.
My wife and I, we don't go out on the weekends because I generally work. So we go out on Tuesday. That's our date night. Everybody says you have to have a date night when you have kids. I'm like, you need a date night for you and your wife to connect. So now we go out and we argue without the kids. It's nice. It's nice. We get a lot more accomplished without the kids being there. It's good. Anytime my wife and I go out, when we go back to the house, she's always shocked how fast I get into bed, right? I don't know what you people do after a night out, but I go home, I brush my teeth, take my clothes, and boom, right in bed. There's no washing the face. I just washed it 2 hours ago. What? I gotta take a sink bath after going out for an hour and a half? My wife always walks in the bedroom. Oh my God, you're in bed already? Yeah. It's nighttime. What think I was gonna do? Cut the lawn? Get in. Get in. I don't know what she does in that bathroom. The noises that are coming out of there, the water, shh, shh, shh. She comes out rolling her face with some spiked roller. I go, is that, you're bleeding. Is that helping you? My mother uses that to make pasta. Why are you using that on your forehead? Then she puts some Korean mask on. You ever see the mask? As soon as you see the mask, you're like, no sex tonight. There goes that. You're gonna make love to a hockey goalie? Just blink, babe, so I know you're enjoying this.
So there's 4 other people that rented Wave Runners. Now the guy's got to come out and give us the whole spiel. He's like, all right, listen, there's orange buoys all over the ocean. It's giving you the perimeter of where you can and cannot go. Now, on the southeast side of the ocean, we spotted some sharks earlier this morning. Stay away from the southeast side. Now, me, I don't know southeast, north, I don't know any of that shit. If you told me right now what way is it, I have no idea. I don't know the compass. And I don't ask, too. If I don't know something, I don't ask. If we're in mixed company, I just ask my wife, do you know where southeast is? No. Okay, we're gonna get eaten by sharks tonight. Okay, let's go. We're gonna get eaten by sharks because I don't wanna ask the guy, embarrass myself in front of 8 people I don't know because I didn't pay attention in 5th grade. This guy's in the middle of his speech. He's like, all right, on the north side, and my wife guns it. She don't even listen. She's like, I'm like, oh my God, babe, go back. Go back. It's rough water, babe, go back. Slow down, babe. I'm paralyzed, babe, I can't feel nothing. My shoulders are numb, my fingertips, I can't feel nothing, babe, go back. I'm bleeding, babe, out of my mouth. The blood is pooling in my mouthpiece. My dick's in your ass, babe, get it out. This is a family-friendly beach. It's a family-friendly beach, babe.
To the teacher, huh? And you go to these schools, you talk to the parents. Listen, I don't want to talk to anybody in the morning. Right? You just want to do your own thing. But people love to talk in the morning. You ever talk to people? You know how boring people are? You ever get in these conversations? What's going on? Well, last month we had COVID and my husband had 102 temperature and oh fuck! Listen. Could you listen to this? I can't listen to this. I need to hear some stuff. When I talk to you, if I ask you what's going on, I need to hear. I'm like, oh, what's going on? I had an affair last night. What? You did? What happened? That's what I want to hear. I want to hear about your cold.
We just handled our problems in the house. We didn't broadcast our problems. My father was like, shh, don't tell nobody what's going on in here, okay? Even within our family, there was like secrets. No one said anything. My grandfather had polio. He had one leg significantly shorter than the other leg. Nobody said nothing. Nobody mentioned he had a disease. My whole childhood, I was just like, okay, that's the way men from Sicily walked. I asked my father one day, I said, what's wrong with Grandpa? What do you mean, what's wrong? Why would you say that about your grandfather? What's wrong? What do you mean, what's wrong with him? I don't know, he's got a 2x4 nailed to his heel. I never seen a shoe like that. Nobody's saying anything about the man's shoes.
You want to be on that team? Be on that team. I don't care. Either way, I don't care. I just know me. I got bad luck. Bad luck. I don't talk bad about this virus. I don't shit on no matter where we are in this pandemic, I never make fun of the virus. I'm not gonna be one of these guys, all right? You see these guys walking around, yo, this is a scam. Next thing you know, all right, no. I'm not gonna be on my deathbed. Get the vaccine. No. I got the vaccine, and to be quite honest with you, I didn't get it to save my life. I really didn't. I didn't get it to save your life. I got this thing, same reason why a lot of Italians went to go get it. As soon as the Italian community found out if you get COVID, you lose your ability to taste food. Scared the shit out of us, right? I ran to get this thing. I got two, Moderna and Pfizer. I said, just pump me full of this. I don't care if I die from the vaccine. At least I'm gonna die with the taste of meatballs in my mouth, all right? I'm not going 15 months without tasting food. I'd rather be dead.
Subway, why is this a problem? Getting a sandwich. It's a sandwich. I got behind a lady, it looked like it was her first time out ever. Just a look of confusion, bewilderment, came up to the counter. How does this work here? What do you do? It says step 1, pick bread. You don't see that? How do you make a sandwich at home? What, did you start throwing ham all over the table? Pick the bread. And she saw the condiments, her head almost popped off her body. She was sitting there looking at the condiments, telling the guy, not that tomato, no, the third one underneath, that one on the side. I want that tomato. It's not a puppy. making up there's rules at Subway you gotta follow. This woman's like, I don't want any of the cucumbers or olives, so double up on the turkey. It don't work that way. The sandwich is $5. There's a net profit of 4 cents on that. And you want double meat for no veg? This whole town's going nuts with yogurt. What's going on with yogurt? Everybody's dying for yogurt. They see like a pinkberry, they're like, I want to go get some pinkberry. Now, I'm not a yogurt guy, but I had to go look to see what the problem was. I'm sitting in line, I'm watching people eat the yogurt. First of all, everybody had a sample before they got, what is the sampling? I don't do samples. Oh, these 2 women came up so proud of themselves. They're like, excuse me, do you have some pomegranate? Do you have the pomegranate? Could we try the pomegranate? They were so happy they were gonna get a free lick. Now the guy's gotta turn around, he's gotta fill up a little Dixie Lick cup. And he hands it out, grown women, but they're like kids when they get it, they're like, this is good, I like this one. I don't do any of this. I just got the green tea. If I don't like it, yeah, I fucked up. Right? You think I'm gonna hold up 12 people's day? Licking on. My wife is always happy. Even when bad things go wrong, she's always with a smile, this woman. She came home last month. She's like, babe, I don't know what happened, but I was bagging out of the parking lot at the mall, and I just sideswiped a cement pylon. It's just a graze. It's a small graze. You could probably buff it out or use some carnauba wax to just, you know? Now, my immediate reaction is to yell. That's how I grew up. High volume. I'd come home with a flat tire on my bicycle. My father would be like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. I didn't see the nail. My wife's side's like really happy and they encourage things, right? They like do retreats as a family. They work on their inner self. We work on our inner self. They do therapy. My family don't do any of this. No therapy, no bettering. It's like, this is it. What are you gonna do? Change? This is you. No one's popping pills on my side. Nobody's on antidepressants. My father's like, I've been depressed for 30 years. I just went to Italian wedding. Do you have a lot of Italian people here? Italian wedding is a little different. Italian people do not register for gifts. They don't do it. We don't go buy, a toaster. Okay? Italians, we bring cash. Right? We don't care what you want. Oh, we want a mattress set. You're getting a boosty with some cash. Right? And when you go, the bride and the groom are there, and they have a bag. It's a satin bag. It says cash. They're expecting it. What you do, you figure out, how much you put in the envelope. You got to figure out where they're having the wedding, what they might have for food, and then you figure out how much they're paying on the plate. You got to give that, and depending on how much you like the person, you might give a little extra topped onto the plate cost, right? That's what we do. Just giving the people that are non-Italians that are looking at me like, what the fuck is he talking about? Right, are you an Italian guy? Or do you have something? Yeah, 17. Are you Italian? 100%, yeah. 100%. Why? You ask any Italian if they're like, it's always 100%, everything. Everything is Italian, from top to bottom, 100%. Right? Even if you're half Italian, you always go with the Italian, right? Somebody ever ask you, what are you? Like, I'm half Italian, half embarrassed. So the bride collects all the envelopes. Some people will actually hold on to the envelope and wait to see what the hell is served for dinner, right? Now, if it comes out and it's chicken, it's dry, the guy might say, take 50 out of the envelope. This food sucks. Now, an Italian wedding, everybody dances with the stupid music, hey, the whole thing, right? They have to have the Italian music for the old people. Oh, we gotta put the thing on for grandma because it reminds her of the fucking farm. Grandma needs the thing. And grandma comes out. Grandma don't even dance. She just sits there in one spot the whole night with the espresso. Hey. Now, the bride and groom, they go up to the bedroom with the bag of cash. Now what happens, before they even do anything, they start opening up the envelopes. And the bride opens up the envelopes, and the groom sits there with a black book. Right? And he asks his wife, what'd the Antonucci's leave? She's like, $10. They left. That fucking cheap bastard. Antonucci, $10. And there is a log written what everybody brought to the wedding and the dollar amount. So now, when the Antonucci's get married, you go back to the book and you look to see, like, yeah, put 10 singles in the envelope and tell them to go fuck themselves. Well, it's done. Did this happen at your wedding at all? Was there any bag involved? No. Was there, you got a bag? All cash, yeah, good for you. Cash. Gotta start our life. We need money. No toasters. Toaster. What do you do, 17? What's your business? What do you do for a living? Yeah. Publicity? Italian publicist? Nice. Off the beaten path you went. Most of the times we do cement, driveways. I will give you an estimate on a napkin. Hey, here you go. That's what it's going to cost. All right, we do heavily in cash. Everything's like, Father would always be like, hey, listen, I'm going to pay cash. Why don't you adjust the price? We're going to pay cash. You got a safe? Did you grow up with a safe in the house? There's a safe in the house. All Italian family got a safe in the basement. Right? My buddy just bought a safe from Costco. He came home and he's like, yeah, look, I just bought a safe. It's not a safe if you could carry the safe. He's like, yeah, but if they take it, they still can't open it. But yeah, you don't have any shit now, do you? They took the safe.